Hello and welcome to your monthly numerology here at Readings at the Round Table. I'm Jennifer and this is your monthly numerology for November 2024. I love this. I do. I love that the numerology for November and December is always the same monthly numerology as it is in January and February of the next year. The reason why I love that is because we're sort of carrying over a little bit of the energy from the previous year, moving into a new year with a new number, because 2025 is a 9-year. Currently, 2024 is an 8-year. 44 8-year is what I say. There's some people with numerology that don't feel that way. That's fine. To each his own. But this is a 44 8-year, and moving into 2025 is a 9-year. So it is going to be the same, but a little bit different feeling of the vibration with the numbers that you have for November as in January. So, but it's carrying the same energy over so that you can kind of clear the energy, move into something new, while still bringing a little bit of the old with you. You know, making yourself comfortable, I guess I should say. So for November, we've got a few things happening, some interesting things happening astrologically. On November 1st, we start the month off with a new moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio hits its peak at 8:47 a.m. on November 1st. So not only is it happening on the first day of the month, but it's also happening first thing in the morning. So I really do love this. And by the way, that is 8:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when it hits its peak. On November 2nd, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. Now, this is not the worst place for Mercury, but it is certainly not its favorite place, because Mercury rules Gemini, which opposes Sagittarius. And so it's feeling a little bit uneasy because it's opposing something that it rules. However, here's the kicker. Jupiter is currently in Gemini. Guess who it rules? Sagittarius. So, and that's the more modern version of astrology. If you're looking at the traditional, it's a different ruler, but this is what we're going with. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius, Mercury rules Gemini, and they're opposing each other. So this is going to be real entertaining for a minute. That's what I'm going to go with, entertaining. On the 3rd of November, we have Mars moving into Leo. Mars does enjoy being in fire signs. I mean, it rules Aries. So Mars does enjoy being in Leo. It's a good time. On the 11th, Venus moves into Capricorn. Again, not a horrible place for Venus. Its worst place is in Virgo, and who can blame it? I mean, I have a Virgo sun. I can't blame Venus for that. But definitely, it's not a horrible place for Venus. So again, we're just still dealing with a lot of the planets are moving into places that are not the worst, but maybe not their most favorite. On the 15th, we have a full moon in Taurus. The full moon hits its peak at 4:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also on the same day, Saturn goes direct in Pisces. So that Saturn is currently in, again, not the worst place for Saturn, but certainly not its most favorite. But it's giving us a little bit of a boost on our discipline. Now that Saturn is moving direct, it's giving us just a little bit of a boost in our discipline, because going retrograde in a water sign, it's already feeling a little weird in that water sign. And now it's going retrograde. It's just like, okay, this is good. But going direct, it is going to give us that boost in our discipline that I do feel like we need. On the 19th, Pluto moves back into Aquarius. Now, I haven't looked ahead into 2025 that deeply, but I do not believe that Pluto goes retrograde into Capricorn again. I think Pluto is here stationing in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Pluto does not fully leave Aquarius until 2044. So we're in this for the long haul. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Now, on the 21st, we have the sun moving into Sagittarius. All right, Sag season. I mean, I love all those Sagittarius out there just like, oh, celebrate good times. I know, you're in it. On the 25th, we have just a little bit of a curveball, but not a huge one, because we deal with this a few times of the year. Mercury goes retrograde. It's okay. We're going to be okay. We are. Just make sure you read the fine print. Make sure you double check everything. It's going to be all right. It's a few weeks out of the year. Like, what is this, the third time or the fourth time we've had Mercury retrograde this year? I know. It's not horrible, and I'm double ruled by Mercury. We can get through this. And it's after the election, so we should be clear. Hopefully. Well, the election here in the U.S., just FYI. And it's really gearing us up for this holiday season. Mercury retrograde, mix up in communication. Please double check with your guests. Please double check with everything that's going on. And please double check like prices and your money situation as we move into the holiday season. More on that in just a second. Now, at the end of the month, we're ending with 3 planets and North Node in fire. We have 3 planets and South Node in air. 2 planets in earth and 2 planets in water. So it's pretty balanced. I mean, we're in a pretty balanced situation, I feel like. More so than we have been like some parts of this year. But I'm really digging this. I feel like this is going to be a fantastic month. Now, I want to tell you about the stone that I have picked for this month. Or maybe it picked me. I don't know. But I want to talk to you about this lovely, lovely crystal stone, however you want to put it, and see what you think. Okay, so the one that I picked is sodalite. Sodalite is such a fantastic stone. I mean, look at this. Look at how gorgeous this is. And look at how many different sorts of like, I want to say like variations we have. Okay, we have some darker ones, we have some lighter ones with more of the white veining in it. I have some rough and some polished here, some smooth. This is like one of the prettiest like examples. I love this. Look at the browns and the blacks and the whites and the blues, and it predominantly is a blue stone. But wow, 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 wow. The thing about this bracelet I really want to show you is, do you see like all the variations that are in this bracelet? That is fantastic examples of like all the variations that you can get in sodalite. I know. And this, I can't help it. I mean, isn't that just gorgeous? I know you can see the reflections of my lights, but isn't that just a gorgeous piece? And of course, we have like the ones that are, don't roll off. Don't roll off. Stay right there. We have the lighter ones that does have, you can still see the little bit of brown in it, but the lighter ones are still, I mean, so pretty. I even brought out a wand, you know, a wand, a heart, some polished, some of the more like rough stones. I have a lot of these. I really like sodalite. So let me tell you why I like sodalite so much. So one of the things that I really, when I was looking up, and I got several different books here. One book that I pulled from was Crystal Therapy by one woman that we don't speak of a lot. And the other one is Judith Lukomsky. I think I'm saying that right. But Crystal Therapy. It is a fantastic book if you can get your hands on it. The definition that I really love is helps you release control issues, increases psychic awareness, and is wonderful. It is a wonderful third eye stone. Seriously, that is fantastic. And I think that releasing control issues during this time of Mercury going retrograde is going to be really important. It also helps clear electromagnetic stress. So being around like your computers or being on your phone all the time or having to use your GPS, this is a good time to like use some of this stuff. Use sodalite to help clear out some of this stuff. This is great for building self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-trust. It relieves panic attacks, phobias, guilt, mental confusion. I think that is amazing. I really do. This stone helps to stimulate the pineal and pituitary glands, and it harmonizes with the third eye and deepens meditation to understand the circumstances in which you find yourself. Again, we're entering into the holiday season, especially here in the U.S. because we have Thanksgiving before we run into Christmas. It helps to eliminate confusion and intellectual bondage. It releases mental conditioning and rigid beliefs, creating space to put new insights into practice, bringing about emotional balance. I love that. It transforms a defensive or overly sensitive personality and releasing core fears and control mechanisms and integrating the shadow qualities. It's useful for groups. It brings harmony and solidarity of purpose, stimulating trust and companionship and encouraging interdependence. Sodalite clears, again, electromagnetic pollution and can be placed on computers. I think this is such a wonderful thing. I love this. I love this stone. I think it's wonderful. And this is the other book that I use, The Encyclopedia of Crystals by Judy Hall. Highly recommend this book. I have a couple of copies of this. Can't get away from it. I know. I love it. I do recommend it to everyone. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is I am going to be pulling from 2 decks of cards today. I'm going to be pulling from Moonology, the Oracle cards, and the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck, so that we can get some advice for your individual monthly numerology. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to November. I'm really looking forward to revisiting this monthly numerology when we move into a 9-year and seeing what the difference is, what the vibration is going to be like, because with this month in particular, we have a lot of planets that are starting to move into into new signs. They're going direct. They're starting to go direct. Mercury's going retrograde. It's a lot of energy, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the numerology looks like for you in January under the different vibration of a 9-year. I know. So excited. All right, stick around. Let's see what your individual numerology is for your life path. And so we can get through the last of this 8-year. Hello, Life Path 3. All right, November for you is a 22-4 month. The vibration, you're feeling the vibration of both the 22 and the 4. And while they are similar and they have the same, let's call it foundation, there is some differences, okay? So with the 4, let's start with the mantra of the 4 here, Life Path 3. I know. Let's get organized because that's what the 4 is all about. So with the 4 mantra, it's I am a builder, confident and steadfast, seeking order and accomplishment. That being said, this is a time to build for you. This is a time of hard work. This is a time of setting everything up so that the next month is a lot more enjoyment, okay? So with this month, it's a good time to remove clutter. It's a good time to organize your life, put things in order. But you have to be patient with it, okay? You just can't say, I'm cleaning out my closet and clear the whole damn thing out, because then you're left with nothing. No. So what you need to do is be patient and methodical. That's what a lot of the vibration of the 4 is. It's practical, it's systematic, it's constructive. It's definitely a good time to get grounded, which I think is very important for you, because you're all about a bit of the artistic side, because you're very creative and imaginative. And this is a great time for you to definitely get grounded and show that you have endurance, because life is a marathon, not a sprint. I say that a lot on this channel. 4s are really good manifestors. So again, we're in an 8 year still for at least another 2 months. So this is a good time for you to do a lot of manifesting, but manifesting is work. It is like putting that time of work into your business, into your friendships, into your family, into any kind of relationships that is important. So this is a great time to remove both spiritual and physical clutter. The lesson of the 4 is taking one step after another with patience and open-mindedness. So that's something that's really important here, is to be open-minded, because once you start working and you start getting really grounded, you start to just get embroiled in it, and you start to close your mind to the other possibilities that are out there. And with you 3, I think that this is a good time for you to use your self-expression, your tendency for self-expression through art or through writing, or even through music or speaking engagements, any kind of like literature, anything that has to do with words. Working through I don't want to say limitations, because that's not right. You're like working through making sure that you're keeping your mind open is also going to keep your heart open at the same time. Yes. Now, some of the shadow sides of a 4 is overwork can cause stress. Well, duh. I mean, really. We don't need to work ourselves into a stressful time beginning into, as we begin this holiday season. It gets kind of ugly. We don't need to do that. So watch out that you're not overworking yourself into a stressful situation. Making sure that you keep your mind open, because a closed mind is not open to new ideas. A closed mind can't see new or different ideas are just as good or great or better than what they've been doing. Yeah. Being impatient with the time it takes to build a solid foundation, so that your dreams have a solid platform to maintain yourself. Don't rush to the end. Okay, build a solid foundation. You won't regret it, I promise. When we start to get into that part of the shadow side of a 4, we get argumentative, we start lacking in imagination, and we get too serious. So again, I think this is a little bit opposite to the way you normally are. You're normally really fun and bubbly, and you're just like, no, let's be creative, let's be imaginative. But this is a grounding energy that you may not be used to. Just letting you know. Coming from a 22-4, yeah, this is a grounding energy that you may not be used to. Now, the 22 part of this is really fantastic, because this is a practical number. It's a practical vibration, but it's also a luminary. Ooh, because 22 is a spiritual master. 22 is a healer. They want to see people strengthen and build relationships. They want to see people strengthen and build their ideas. They want to help everyone build a solid foundation to continue their dreams, their relationship, whatever it is. They want to see everyone building that solid foundation. And I feel like this is a good time for you to try and help people do that. This is a highly intuitive vibration. Like a lot of people, when they step into a time of a 4 or 22-4, or into a year of a 22-4, they invite in extra guides and they never go away. And I love that, to be honest with you. That's pretty awesome. So this has a lot to do with being an arbitrator for like arguments that may arise or situations that may bubble up to the surface. Is like, again, being that arbitrator and just being like, let's come together and not like come apart. The lesson of the 22 is to push through procrastination and feelings of overwhelmment in order to embrace your true life's purpose. That's a seriously big vibration. Yeah, it can be a little intense. So it's good that you're a lot of fun, and it's good that you're artistic and creative and cheerful. And it's good that you have the self-expression, the creative outlets and self-expression. The mantra of the 22 is, I ignite the torch of discovery and healing within my world. This is definitely a fantastic time to work on healing yourself, Life Path 3, so that you can help others down the line. The shadow effects of a 22 is procrastination. It's feeling overwhelmed and going, I'm going to give up. Giving up too easily because there's so many problems to solve. It's just like, I can't. It's easy for it to happen. It really is. And feeling that conflict between like your inner feelings of what you really want and the practicality of the situation. Like, do I really want to drive an hour and a half, but I know they're depending on me? Yeah. So work with that conflict, not against it. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here in terms of cards. I just want to remind you of like some of your shadow sides. They're not bad, but when we start to get too judgy, we start judging ourselves really harshly, and then it starts bubbling over into everybody else. So watch yourself during this time, Life Path 3, because that could sneak up on you. I know. And when you're not able to speak or communicate your truth openly, you start to get gossipy, you start to exaggerate, and get pessimistic. This is really, really a wonderful time to start just saying, okay, I want to help. I want to see what I can do. I want to heal not only others, but I want to work on myself. And doing that will help you build that solid foundation for what you want to achieve in the future, or with your dreams, even with your family for that matter. Ooh, Bridget. Oh, come on. Let's get in focus. Come on. There we go. Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Even when it applies to yourself, Life Path 3. Just saying. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I know. Are you looking forward to the holidays? It's entertaining, isn't it? Well, it's entertaining for a lot of us. Maybe not all of us. Ooh, this is good. Okay, your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. I like that. And again, we're starting off the month with a new moon. It's feeling good. It's feeling good. Can't get my glasses to come apart. Okay. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now. I like that. So seriously think about it. Drawing this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. Make a proper plan and execute it well. This is the perfect time for you to be in a 22-4 energy because you are literally building a foundation for what you want to do with your dreams, with your company, with your business, with your growth in your career path, or even in a relationship. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 3. Thank you for your support on my channel. Thank you for still sticking with me during my 4-month sabbatical. I do appreciate you. And I am so looking forward to 2025 with us together. I hope you have a wonderful month, and until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.